Welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and that is a Cobra, baby. She's Guardsman blue. It's got Wimbledon white stripes on it. It's got the meatball on the front. The only thing it is missing is a number. You got to pick out your favorite number and put it in that meatball and then hit the track with this baby. She is gorgeous. Now, it's got a 427 stroker under the hood. The previous owner tells us making 491 horsepower. And this little car, I believe these things weigh less than 3,000 pounds, so it's gonna be a rocket ship. I mean, look at that color. That's my favorite color on these Cobras. Well, it's my favorite color today on about any car. These blue cars are so hot, we cannot keep one in inventory. You can see the quality of the paint job is just amazing. Now at Backdraft, they do all of the paint work. They do all of the suspension, the wiring, the plumbing. Everything is done on these babies when they come out of the factory. They bring them over here and then they put the motors and transes in them. As you look down the side of the car, man, she is straight as an arrow, just looking sweet as can be. I just love these cars. They're fun to drive. It's like driving a go-kart on the road, but a really, really fast one. That's one of the reasons these babies made so many wins back in the day. They probably, they frustrated more Corvettes than you can shake a stick at. You see the wood steering wheel, the upholstery on the dash is looking sweet. We got great looking gauges in there. Carpeting, of course, all looking brand new. It's got the 4-point harnesses on the seats, and I suggest you put them on, especially your passenger. Your passenger does not know when you're going to grab that next gear or when you're going to hit that corner. You can see that the stainless on the roll bar is looking good. All the chrome, all the stainless, just as bright as can be. And of course, we got a meatball on the back for your number on there. I think I'd put 504 on mine. I don't know why. My dad has a semi-truck its number was 504. That's probably why. That number just pops into my mind whenever I see it. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we own every one of our cars here. We spend a lot of time checking them out, and a lot of you may be thinking, what does that mean to you? Most classic car dealers sell on consignment. They sell just about anything that'll roll through the door, and they don't know much about the cars. Finding a Vanguard quality car isn't easy. Our team of 15 buyers review thousands of vehicles each month. Our inspectors travel all over the country to handpick each of our cars, which saves you time, money, and frustration. Think of us as your expert hands, eyes, and ears to make sure that you end up with the highest quality cars. We have almost 50 team members here at Vanguard, and every one of us is a gearhead. Growing up around the Motor City, all of our families worked in the auto industry. I grew up working in the garage with my dad, and we worked on countless classics over the years. Around here, cars are a way of life. Cobra time, baby. We got the right colors, we got the right color stripes. Tell you, when you think Cobra, this is exactly what you think of, man. Sounding amazing. Just love it, man. Of course, 5-speed trans, shifting up, shifting down perfectly. Just a blast to drive, going through the corners. Fun to get these out on the racetrack too. Super, super cool car here. Now don't forget, we can deliver this baby anywhere in the world, so you can call Tom anytime at 248-974-9513. Tom will tell you just how easy it is to park this dream in your driveway. We got a semi-truck here trying to back in. He can't park his dream in his driveway. It looks like he's given up. I don't know what he's doing here. Anyway, I want to thank all 1.7 million of you who have already subscribed to our channel. And if you haven't, please do. Maybe he's letting us go. I don't know what he's doing. It's a great way to keep track of us. If you hit that little bell button, you'll get a notification whenever we post a new car, which is just about every day. She just sounding amazing with that stroker motor under the hood. Man, this thing sounds good. Just as smooth as can be, upshifting, downshifting. Tell you what, I take these babies to the car show whenever I can. Man, it sounds good. Now, as you can see down here on the dash, every gauge you could think that you'd need, real easy to see. Everything's placed real nice, super cool. We've got a battery shut off in the center console there too, so that's cool. Now you got your key you turn on just to the left of the steering wheel here. Then there is a starter button right in the middle of the dash. It's a big red button that says start right on it. Now at Vanguard, we put every car on the lift, and we're about to do that with this Cobra. We video the bottom, we take pictures of the bottom. If you want any additional pictures of any spot on the car, don't hesitate to call Tom. We'll get you any additional pictures that you'd like. And we'd love to have you come visit us. We don't get a lot of visitors. We do sell most of our stuff sight unseen on the net. So you come yourself, send your inspector, whatever you want to do, we'd love to have you. We're back at the shop right now. We're located right here in the Motor City at 15100 Keel Street in Plymouth, Michigan. This building is where our team of 15 world-class mechanics inspect and improve every one of our cars. All of our work is done in-house. Our mechanics only service the vehicles we sell. We start with a thorough inspection and test drive. Then our team gets to work. We take the time to learn each car and fix the things that I would fix if it was mine. If that means the engine needs to come out, then it comes out. When you purchase a classic car from an auction or another dealer, in most cases it hasn't been inspected or serviced. You may be in for some unpleasant surprises. At Vanguard, we save you from the headaches that cost you time and money by handling this process for you. Right down the road is our 40,000 square foot indoor showroom. This building is climate controlled and houses over 100 amazing vehicles. We're constantly bringing in new inventory, so you never know what might show up tomorrow. We are underneath the Cobra now, and man, is it clean under here. Look at that. Look at the frame. Look at the black paint on the frame, just looking sweet. Of course, it's independent suspension. It's got the BMW suspension underneath. Now, we just rolled this thing over, and we're counting right around a 389 gear in there, somewhere in that neighborhood. We got disc brakes out back. You can see everything under here is just as clean as a whistle. Now, you can tell by these lower control arms, that's the BMW suspension. You can see that all the frame's all nicely painted. It's got a removable cross member, which is really cool. A lot of these Cobras do not have. That way, if you ever need to take the trans out, it's a lot easier. It's got a hydraulic clutch in it. It's a Tremec 5-speed. We got the explosion-proof bell housing. You can see the high torque starter here. It's a Power Master starter. Of course, it's got an aftermarket aluminum pan on it. It says Moroso right on it. Then the BMW suspension up front. It is manual steering, but on these Cobras, you don't really need power steering. These Cobras steer so nice. Of course, disc brakes up front, sway bar up front. Then we've got the coilovers holding it up, which are super cool. They're more like struts than coilovers. The nose of the car is in great shape. Now, these noses are really close to the ground, so make sure you stay away from the curb. A lot of times when you're sitting in the car, this thing's about 2 feet longer than you think it is. Now up front here, we've got the true knockoffs, and I always tell you guys, you knock them off towards the front of the car. Doesn't matter whether you're on the driver's side or the passenger side. That center cap comes off, that wire comes off. Now in the old days, that wire was your safety mechanism. Right now, this center cap is on these Backdrafts. Let's see if I can find the size. There it is. Two 45/40 18s on some great looking aluminum wheels. Now as you see, the side pipes are stainless steel. They are highly polished. They're looking great. We got, again, talking about all the nice paint on the frame. Look how nice and clean all this is. This thing is beautiful, man. Somebody took very, very good care of this car. Now out back, of course, this is where the horsepower meets the ground, so we got more rubber, and we got 295/40 18s, and again, these knockoffs get knocked off towards the front, knocked off towards the back when you're tightening them up. Let's get under the hood. We are underneath the hood now, and of course we've got the signature Cobra air cleaner sitting on top of a 4-barrel Holley. This Holley is a dual feed. It is vacuum secondaries, and it does have the electric choke hooked up. We got MSD firing the spark plugs. We got an MSD coil here firing the distributor. We got nice looking polished alternator with a serpentine belt set up on it, an aluminum water pump. Nice overflow tank here for the radiator, and they do such a nice job with all the plumbing on these cars. I just love the way they use those chrome pipes, all mandrel bent, looking good. We do have a big electric fan keeping it cool. The car does have power brakes. You can't see it from that side, but it's underneath that front fender there. You can see the power booster and the master there. Everything under here is clean as a whistle, just like the bottom side. She's a beautiful car. Love the color, love the motor. If memory serves me right, I think it was 491 or 494 horsepower, 427. Now they start out with a Windsor block on these, then they put a stroker crank in it to get up to the 427 cubic inches. Carol Shelby would have loved to run this motor back in the day. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales participate